Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel aksharaaalaya. As the segment third of the chapter Microorganisms Friend and Foe continues here, we will discuss the harmful aspects of microorganisms. In previous videos, we have discussed about what are the microorganisms, their types and their helpful, that is, friendly aspects of microorganisms. In this video, we will discuss how microorganisms affect us, that is a harmful part of microorganisms. So, microorganisms spread disease in humans, plants and other animals. So, they cause diseases. This is the main enemy part or a harmful part of microorganisms. In this video, we will discuss about three things, that is disease causing microorganisms in humans, animals, other animals and plants. So, going forward to the humans or microorganisms causing disease in humans can be explained as communicable diseases. The diseases which can be spread from infected person to a healthy person. For example, if I have a fever and cold, if I am sneezing repeatedly, it may transfer to other person who is healthy, who does not have any sneezing, cough and all. So, if it is communicating from one infected person to other healthy person, it is called communicable diseases. Communicable diseases. So, these diseases can be transmitted from one healthy person to other, one infected person to other healthy person. Non-communicable diseases are diseases which will not transfer from one to another. If I have headache, you will not get headache because of some microorganisms, right? If headache is due to some cold and cough, that is a different issue, but normal headache will not be spread. Or if I am getting hungry, another may not get hungry. So, non-communicable diseases are not transmitted from one person to another person. For communicable diseases, there should be some means. They can't be directly communicated. They can be communicated through air, while sneezing, or by the water which is contaminated, water or food which is contaminated, or by the carriers. Carriers are the insects or organisms which carry microorganisms from contaminated source to fresh source. So these carriers can spread the diseases. To discuss one by one, the diseases spread by air in humans are tuberculosis, that is TB, polio, and chickenpox and measles. TB is caused by bacterium which I have discussed in previous session. This is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Other is because of viruses. These are caused by viruses. These are spread through air because if a person who is infected by TB sneezes, those microorganisms will travel through the water droplets which are getting out of our mouth or nose, and it will be transmitted to others. So we are advised to keep our hygiene by maintaining a handkerchief. We take it against our mouth while we sneeze, or nowadays we keep our hands like this. We are not using this part anymore because while giving handshakes that might spread. So we are keeping it like this so that our infected person will not contaminate others by these pathogens. And such patients who have these diseases can be vaccinated before, or healthy persons can be vaccinated so that they will not get these viruses or bacteria. And the patients affected by these diseases are kept separate. Isolation, you have heard this term during COVID-19. So isolation is keeping the patient separate so that the microorganisms cannot spread from him or her to other persons. So these are the examples that are spread through air. So what are the diseases spread from water or food which are contaminated? Water or food which are contaminated. They are cholera, that is caused by Vibrio cholerae microorganisms, typhoid, which is caused by typhi bacterium, typhi species of bacterium, and hepatitis A is also caused by water contaminated hepatitis A. Type is caused by contamination of water or food. If a water or food is contaminated by these bacterium, it will enter our digestive system and it will invade our body part by part. It will cause loose motions, body pains, fever. Such symptoms can be seen. And these can be avoided by boiling the water before drinking. We can purify the water before using it. We can eat the cooked fresh food, freshly cooked food. If we eat, there is no harm. If we eat roadside foods which is not clean and which may be contaminated by microorganisms, we have there is large chance that we may get these microorganism caused diseases. So be careful when you have food outside. See the hygiene and maintain your cleanliness also. We can take boiled food or cooked food and boiled water to stay healthy. Nowadays there is a purifier and there are many sanitizers to sanitize ourselves that can also be used. And there are carriers which causes disease to humans. Those are housefly. Housefly will carry some fecal matter which can cause dysentery and amoebiasis, that is amoebic dysentery and all. So it gives the symptoms of stomach pain and loose motion. So housefly may carry many pathogens. And female anopheles can spread malaria. Female anopheles can spread malaria, and female Aedes can spread dengue. I am underlining this because it is a scientific name. So these are caused by, the malaria is because of protozoal microorganisms, right? So female anopheles carries the protozoal microorganisms which causes malaria. So female Aedes will carry microorganisms which will cause dengue. So you should avoid getting bitten from mosquitoes. You can also avoid the mosquitoes or regeneration of mosquitoes by avoiding stagnant water. If you see some stagnant water around your house which is not free flowing, you should avoid such water stagnancy. You should make it flow. And if the water is stagnant, they will keep their eggs and reproduce. So there are many other methods followed, like fumigation. Smoke is spread all over the area to avoid malaria and dengue. Such steps also can be took, and please make sure that you are not infected by such diseases. Avoid getting bitten from mosquito. You don't know which is a female Anopheles and which is a female Aedes. So all mosquitoes are a possible way of getting infected. So be careful. These are the carriers because they carry the pathogen and they are not getting infected, they are making us infected if we get bitten from them. So they are the carriers, they just carry microorganisms from infected person to healthy person. So these are the carriers. This is the part of human being getting infected from microorganisms. So next we will discuss about animals which get infected because of microorganisms. There is a disease called anthrax which is caused by Bacillus anthracis, and there is other disease called foot and mouth disease. Foot and mouth disease which is caused by microorganisms to cattle, sheep and all. These diseases are dangerous to animals, that is right, but if we involve ourselves or if we go pet animals which are infected by anthrax and all, it might spread to us also. So while petting animals, you should be careful so that that should not be a diseased animal. You should be careful. Having sympathy towards animals is good, but we should be careful in maintaining their cleanliness and our cleanliness. So animals can be infected by anthrax and foot and mouth disease because of microorganisms. See, microorganisms are such invisible organisms but cause such disease or deadly diseases. And not only animals, plants also get infected by many diseases like citrus canker. Citrus canker, as name says, citrus means the fruits which are like lime or orange. Such plants will be infected by citrus canker. It is by bacteria, and this will cause yellow lesions and dying of unfruited parts of plants, like leaves will dry off, their chlorophyll will get out, and yellowing of leaves can be caused by citrus canker. And other disease is wheat rust, which is caused to wheat. It makes very much loss to a person who is consuming or growing wheat. Citrus canker, wheat rot, and yellow vein in yellow mosaic vein in bhindi or lady's finger. You know lady's finger, right? So what in this is what will happen is the veins of leaves of this okra or lady's finger will get yellow. The chlorophyll will be absent in this. In that case, the leaf will eventually get itself a death. So the leaf, as the leaves will be dead, the plants also will be dead eventually. So these are the diseases caused by microorganisms to the plants. So going forward, not only the live microorganisms cause disease in us. If the live microorganisms goes inside us, causes a disease through food, it is called food infection. Infection is because of live microbes. Live microbes. But there is some case, the toxin released by live microbes, if microbe is not there in food, for an example, just a toxic product of microorganism is present in food, and we will consume that food. In that case also, we may get some health issues like dysentery and all. Such cases are because of food poisoning. You may have heard this, or you may have heard your friend telling, I have got food poisoning, like that. Food poisoning is because of the toxic substance released by microorganism, or called toxin in shorter term. If it enters our system, human body, it will cause disease which is majorly related to our digestive system. That is why we call food poisoning. Because of food we get poisoned of the toxins. it may be because of amoebic toxins and other organisms also. So food poisoning is very dangerous, should be treated as we get affected by it. So be careful while eating food outside. So this was the topic for today's session. Hope this topic was understandable. You got some information by this session, this class. Hope you like this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Share to your friends who are interested in learning science. Hope please subscribe aksharaaalaya. Thank you.